Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Mavel Universe Ghost Rider figure. Now, I gotta say something right from the get-go. A lot of people always complain like, oh, you're too hard on figures. I don't like it when you're too hard on figures. If you're one of those people, you should cut the video off now because I am a die-hard Ghost Rider fanboy, and I am going to pick this guy apart. Now that being said, some people are going to say, well, if you don't like the overall idea of the figure so much, why'd you buy him? Once again, I'm a die-hard Ghost Rider fanboy. I try to buy everything they come out with. But one thing that really ticks me off, and had been ticking me off ever since I first saw the figure, no motorcycle. Not even an attempt at one. Now, I can understand, you want to keep the cost down, but at the same time, you could have tried to give him one. Even a bad attempt, one he couldn't end up riding, I could say, hey, they tried to give him one. But they didn't. And issuing Ghost Rider without his motorcycle is like giving us a Silver Surfer figure with no board. It's just half a figure. Now, to add insult to injury, they went ahead and gave him a chain. This is the original version of Johnny Blaze. Up until Daniel Way and Jason Aaron's new run, which just got canceled a while back, Johnny never had a chain. And this is his G1 appearance in his blue suit, as you can see here in packaging. This Johnny Blaze version of Johnny used hellfire to burn the souls of criminals. No chain involved. So, it's kind of upsetting they went ahead and gave us this when they could have given us, I know they had like a Human Torch accessory where it looked like fire coming off his sleeve. One or two of those to make it look like Ghost Rider was burning would have really been a better accessory in my opinion. But of course, other than his chain, his only accessories are his base and his secret files. Of course, onto the back of the packaging here. Down here you've got a picture of the Team X Wolverine, Multiple Man, and Mystique. And his little read-up says, driven to desperation by the impending death of his adoptive father, who is Crash Simpson, they don't say it on here, Johnny Blaze made a deal he would regret forever. His father was miraculously cured of cancer, only to die in a fiery wreck, and Johnny became the Ghost Rider, barely in control of the demonic power that coursed through him. He hunted evil men across the country whenever he could. He turned his powers to the greater good, but he never forgot his fate was sealed. So, despite the fact they didn't give us a motorcycle and they gave us a chain instead, which is not a character-accurate accessory, I can't help but still be excited for this guy, so let's pull this bad boy out of the packaging. And here we have Ghost Rider out of packaging holding his chain. Let's pull this out really quick. It actually does have a fair amount of detail on it. You can see the, even where the chain is silver, the links have a little spot of red paint in between them, and the chain eventually turns into a clear red plastic. It's a very soft, bendable plastic, so I guess if you wanted to have it wrapped around another character from the Mavel Universe line, you could. But once again, this is getting thrown to the side. If they ever make a Danny Ketch figure, which is the other Ghost Rider, or if they just call him Johnny, because Johnny looked exactly like Danny in his new run, then that'll be a great accessory to issue. But this is about this version, just this Ghost Rider figure, because the chain is nothing to me. That being said, he actually looks pretty nice on his base. I think they did a pretty good job of capturing his original G1 appearance. And they did a pretty good job on the head sculpt as well. So you can zoom in there. They got the fire nice. They went with a yellow / whitish skull with the little accents of orange paint in there to really make it stand out. So overall, I think the figure itself is great. Well, the look of the figure, I guess I should say. As far as articulation, his head goes left and right. Can go down at the neck, which is a little bit new for me. Don't know if I've ever had a Mavel Universe figure that can actually just look down at the neck. But his arms go out, do a full 360, bend at the elbow, spin at the bicep, and turn at his glove. Same for both arms. Now, it seems like the torso on mine is a tiny bit loose, but the admin does a full 360. The torso as well does a full 360, which is some really nice detail. His legs go out to here, up to here, fall off. It looks like he just came unpegged, but oh well. Let's pop that back on. Forward. Can't go too far back without popping off, it looks like. They spin right below that, as you can see here. He's double jointed at the knee. And nope, it doesn't turn at his boot. And has an ankle joint. So, that's really not the figure's fault. You just got to be careful when you're bending him at the leg. So let's put him back on his base here. Of course, he has the Standard Marvel Universe base says Ghost Rider number 30. Get him all lined up and back on his base. So it definitely seems like there's more articulation in this figure than the standard Marvel Universe figures I picked up before. Let's get him standing straight back up. So get his chain back in his hand. As much as I don't like it, I'll put it in his hand till the end of the review. Overall, the articulation's solid. My waist is a tiny bit loose, but that could just be my figure. And I really think the figure's a nice looking representation of the character overall. Now let's actually go into his secret files. $1 million question, will I rip it? Yep. So sick of ripping these things. Let's pull this out. Of course, you got your secret code for furyfiles.com. Your picture of Johnny. On the back here it says, Jonathan Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, blah blah blah. Powers. Ghost Rider has superhuman strength and durability, as well as the ability to project and control his mystical flame, or hellfire. He can shape flame into a mystical motorcycle capable of traveling over water and up several vertical surfaces. Blaze is a world-class cyclist, capable of seemingly impossible stunts. So, they seem to dance around hellfire like, oh, he knows his fate is sealed instead of his soul is damned, because you gotta sell this to kids in the end. His read-up, Norman. A note was sent to you from our friend in Latveria, and he does not seem too pleased regarding Ghost Rider. It says, Osborne, I do not know, nor do I care, what goes through your warped mind. However, I can assure you, Osborne, you do not wish to trifle with mystical affairs you do not fully understand. That being said, I, Victor Von Doom, shall not be used as a pawn in this game you seek. First, you do not order Doom to do anything. Second, the power of Zarathos is one that is best served as it is, unknown and unused by you. I shall see to it that Zarathos and Ghost Rider are never to be joined again. I have studied and devised my own methods of dealing with Ghost Rider, and I, Victor Von Doom, will reveal my plans when necessary. So continue on with your games, but do not meddle with the mystic affairs of Ghost Rider. You have no idea what lies ahead. Signed, Victor Von Doom. Now, I don't think Victor Von Doom is the kind of guy to send a note. I think he's the kind of guy to send a suicide bomber who says it and then tries to blow you up. But overall, I'm actually not mortified with Ghost Rider. I don't like the fact they gave him a chain and that they didn't give him a motorcycle. That's got my fanboy blood in a boil, but overall, he's still a solid figure. You can probably dig up a 3 3/4 inch motorcycle for this guy to ride. And he's still going to look great on a shelf. So overall, if you're a Ghost Rider fan, fight the urge to throw it in the trash and pick it up because it is an A-OK figure. And this is J-Train997 saying I'll see you soon, YouTube.